Hey, what's up, guys? It's Russo and Jordy with Backdoor Fantasy Sports, and we've got another prize picks video for you. We're going to be talking about the NBA slate on January 22nd, Monday. We've got 8 games on board. We've got 4 plays to discuss. Before we get into the plays, though, if you've never tried prize picks, use our promo code at the bottom of the screen, and they'll double your first deposit up to $100. They're going to match whatever you put on. So if you deposit the whole 100, you'll get 200 to play with. Just throw that code in there, and they'll hook you up with that deal. And if you're new to our channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. If you want to be able to jump on these plays quick, just make sure the notification's on because they do get bumped and removed pretty quickly sometimes. We actually already had a play change on us that we had to pivot before we even recorded. So this time of night, we can catch good value, but they do move pretty quick sometimes. So if you want to jump on it, have the notifications on, and you can quickly decide if you want to take the plays we're getting into or not. And if you guys don't mind just liking the video, that's the best way to support the channel. And it's been helping us grow. We really appreciate it, guys. And yeah, it just pushes us further into the algorithm and gets us in front of a larger audience. And it's been awesome. So if you guys don't mind liking the video, we really appreciate it. So here's the plays we're getting into. I apologize. I'm still a little tired. I got like 3 hours of sleep last night between our late night videos and getting up with church super early. And then I ended up, as soon as I got home from church, the games were coming on. So I was like, so I still haven't slept much, but I'm gonna catch up on sleep tonight. So, but anyways, here are the plays we're getting into. I'm gonna be taking, and this is just first look. We will have our daily show tomorrow, but for first look, I'm going with Brook Lopez over 21.5 PRA. And I'm going to be taking Dejounte Murray over 37.5 PRA. What are you getting into, Jordy?
Yeah, I'm going to be taking Emanuel Quickley for over 5.5 assists and Keegan Murray for over 17.5 points.
All right. Well, before we get into the recap and the breakdown, we just want to tell you guys about Chalkboard, which is another platform that we've partnered up with. It's kind of similar to Sleeper and Prize Picks and Underdog. It's another prop betting site, but they have a little bit of a different approach. They let you set your own lines, which is really cool. So you could take like this Brook Lopez play, for example, at 21.5 PRA. If I'm feeling super confident about that, I could bump it up to like 23.5, 25.5, and the higher I go, they'll just keep adding multipliers. So they give you a lot of flexibility on that end. You can lower them too, and your multiplier will go down a little bit. And they have bets as low as $1. They don't do flex plays because they give you so much freedom with setting your own lines. But it's a really cool site. So we like to diversify, the platforms we use, and we've been really enjoying using Chalkboard. If you want to check them out, they'll double your first deposit up to $100 if you use code BACKDOOR. And there's a link in the description of the video if you guys want to check that out. So, all right, let's get into this recap. I took Yusuf Nurkic over 14.5 rebounds and assists. He ended up cashing. He went for 17. And then Paul George, I took him over 5.5 rebounds. And like I had said, when I took him, I'm like, whenever he does hit, he just gets to 7 and he stops right at 7, and he went for 7 again. So we ended up getting the cash on both of my plays today. How'd you do, Jordy?
So I had another DNP. Tyrese Halliburton was the game time decision. He wasn't last night when I took him, but they sat him today. Apparently he was dealing with some like that hamstring stuff again. But so he didn't play. So I took Katie's assists. This was just kind of like I literally said in the video last night, I was like, the only way Katie does an assist is if he just absolutely dominates, and that's exactly what he did. So sadly he didn't get his 5 assists we needed him for. We took him for over 4.5. He went for 40 points. He shot 18 for 25 from the floor, 4 for 7 from the 3. He had 3 blocks and 9 rebounds. So,
monster game.
Yeah.
He was playing the 5 a lot too. It got me nervous for Nurkic.
They went with that
Nurkic
stealth
did.
lineup a lot. But, Russo was telling me that this is like the first Sun to have 40 points with like that little assist or something, or no fouls, right?
No free throws. It's the first time
throws.
in franchise history someone went for 40 points and didn't go to the foul line once. He was just on fire.
Yeah.
So
that was just a vintage KD performance where he was just torching. And I knew that was our only condition that he wouldn't hit these on, I think. Personally, I mean, because, everyone else is kind of playing all right, but they were just giving him the ball. I mean, it was like they were just sitting back and watching him go to work.
And since he was hot, he was just like ready to go
Yeah, he
just
was doing
go
that
for it. He was
KD hand clap, like, give me the ball, let me go to work here.
yeah,
So I was like, yeah, we're
on
done
fire.
for. Yeah, I was like, we're done.
Yeah,
for.
because especially going for 9 rebounds too, it's like you think with 9 rebounds, some of those he's going to dish it out to someone who's going to score.
Yeah,
but
he just put it right back up.
yeah, as a Suns fan, I'm stoked. As us taking that play, that's a bummer. But
Yeah,
but that was a beautiful performance,
it
though.
was beautiful.
All right, so let's get into these breakdowns. So starting with Brook Lopez, I like him to go over 21.5 PRA here. If we take a look at this over under, we do have blowout potential, but they just played the Pistons, and I think the Pistons kept it pretty close last time, didn't they, Jordy? They at least didn't get just completely destroyed.
They were up the first 3 quarters, and then Milwaukee got the first lead in the 4th quarter and then took it over. But
okay, yeah, I briefly watched a little bit of that game. I know you were more zoned into that game, but this is kind of the story of the Pistons year, and this is what we've been saying about all of these NBA teams. These are professional teams. They can just randomly show up. So it is a heavy, spread here. We got a 247.5 over under. Bucks favored by 12. We do have Giannis as a game time decision, but he's probable to play. So I think the Bucks will get this done. And yeah, there's a little bit of a threat of a blowout here, just on paper, looking at these two teams. But I think at 21.5, I like Lopez to get this done before, like in that allotted amount of time. If we take a look at this matchup, let me go specifically to centers. We got a pretty reasonable matchup here. 25th in points allowed, 14th in rebounds allowed, 28th in assists allowed. And he's done this 7 out of his last 10 games. And this is actually favored to go under. So we always tell you guys, when that's the case, we're, like when we're taking an over that is supposed to go under. That's the case with this play today. Here on Outlier, speaking of Outlier, if you guys do want to try this app, we go on and on about it on our show because we just love it. But it's the best app for statistical analysis on the market by far. And actually, what I'm going to show you is a pretty cool feature. I can be looking at Lopez's PRA here over the last 10 games, and then I can just come up here and see what he does when Giannis isn't on the floor. And I got all the games without Giannis, which is awesome. He's actually done this 8 out of 10 times without Giannis. So whatever the outcome is, which he is probable to play, I think he'll end up playing. But either way, if Giannis is out of the game, he's done it more often than when he's in the game, but still 70% of the time with Giannis. And he's just coming off against the same team. He went for 33, 19 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists. So I feel good about him going over this. And if we hop over to Daily Grind, you can see they're favoring the under on the PRA here at 51.81% odds to hit the under, and they have it at a -127 to hit the under. So go with your gut. You don't have to take this, but we're constantly finding plays like this that everyone else sees it differently, and sometimes these hit for us. I feel like a lot of times they do, to be honest. But go with your gut. We're not here to tell you what to play. We're just showing you what we like, what we're getting into. So that's going to be my first play. I'm going to be going with Brook Lopez over 21.5 PRA. And my next play, I'm going to be going with Dejounte Murray over 37.5 PRA. My first thought was this is just a little high, but we know he's capable of this. And I actually feel really good about it. If we take a look at this over under, wow, this is going to be a fun game. I feel like I say that anytime the Kings are in a game. The Kings are just a fun team to have pieces of when they're playing. So are the Hawks. So we got a 237.5 over under with the Kings favored by 8.5. And I believe, we have got no Trae Young for this game. I guess he got a concussion. So he's going to be out this game. And if we take a look at Dejounte Murray, what he's been doing lately, he doesn't miss this by much when he does. I know he's only gone over this once out of his last 10 games. But he's been knocking on the door here, and he's only had 2 games under 32 PRA out of his last 10, and we've got a pretty solid matchup. Let me see. I guess he'll be playing some point guard. Maybe he definitely will be facilitating with Trae is out. But good matchup here. 19th in points allowed, 25th in rebounds allowed, 24th in assists allowed. If we use that same feature again, and we see what he's done with Trae Young out. He's gone over this 6 out of his last 10 games, and he goes on some heaters. He's like well into the 40s on all of these, when there's no Trae Young. So with this matchup and with him probably going to be getting solid minutes, and I love these games against the Kings, because the Hawks are already a fast-paced team and the Kings are a fast-paced team. So this should be a lot of excitement going on, a lot of scoring, rebounding, just everything, a lot of movement. But again, I don't know if I mentioned it, but if you guys do want to check out this app Outlier, we've partnered up with them and they'll give you 7-day free trial. Just click the link in our description of the video, and you can try it free for 7 days and see how you like it. So let's hop over to Daily Grind. Daily Grind has this juice to go over pretty heavily, actually. So 37.5, they have it at just under 54% odds to hit with a -138. And most of the odds makers are all really, we got multiple 145s on here. So everyone's feeling good about this play. Good matchup, good situation. He should get plenty of minutes. So these are the two I'm rolling with at first look. What are you getting into, Jordy?
Yeah, man. So to get into mine here, I'm going with this Emanuel Quickley assist. I feel really good about this one. It's set at 5.5, and he's obviously been getting all the starting minutes now. And this is going to be a pretty good matchup against Memphis here. It's a 7.5 point favorite in favor of Toronto. It's a 227 over under, so we got a pretty good game script here. Memphis has actually been performing pretty well with the absence of all their players. They have no Desmond Bane and all these guys. So I like this matchup a lot. Emanuel Quickley has been getting all the starting point guard minutes, and he's looked good. He's gone over this line 5 out of his last 10 games. So, pretty good odds for him to hit this one. These last ones, he was still at the Knicks here, and he wasn't getting the minutes he deserved. So the last 10 are really our sample size here. It's a great matchup too. Ranked 22nd in assists allowed. Memphis is giving up 8.9 a game. We only need him for 6, and he went for 11 against New York. So I know that was his old team, and he had kind of a revenge game going there. But I like this play a lot. It's a really good matchup. If you look over here on Daily Grind, this is a 54% to hit. They have it at a -139, and a lot of people have this juiced up really high. So I feel good about Quickley in this game. And then Keegan Murray is my next play here. I'm taking the other Murray in the same game against Russo's pick here. And I feel good about his points, man. He's been he's one of those guys, like, once he gets in rhythm, he's just like, he shoots the ball as soon as it touches his hands, and he's really gotten a lot of confidence over the last couple games. 6 out of his last 10 he's hit this. It's a really good matchup for him too. Obviously this game is going to be really high scoring. If you look at the over under, I know Russo mentioned it, but 237.5, 8.5 point favorite to Sacramento. I think Murray's gonna have to be a big part of the scoring. Great matchup, ranked 22nd in points allowed to small forwards, and they're giving up 22.1 points a game. So really good matchup for him here. If you look over here on Daily Grind, his points are also juiced up 53.29%, -134. So I feel really good about these plays. I really don't have any fear of these not hitting, honestly. Like, I feel these are the most confident I felt about plays in a while. These boards have been so tough lately, but we have a lot of good value tonight, and I'm excited for what we have tomorrow too. But for now, these are the two I'm getting into, and that's what I've got, bro.
Sweet. Yeah, so these are the 4 we're rolling with at first look. And we want to just let you guys know we appreciate you riding out like the playoff weekends with us. They've been crazy because with these, we have like 2 NFL games on Saturday. We have basketball on Saturday, same thing on Sunday. And with our schedule with church and whatnot, it's just been like kind of hard to get the videos out at a decent time. So like we put those out so late last night, but we had no choice because the games start so early. So we had a bunch of you like immediately like getting after the comments and the likes and stuff, even when we were dropping these videos at like 4:30 a.m. and stuff. And so we just appreciate you guys. It's a really fun community. It's been fun to grow this thing with everybody. And Yeah, we're going to be spending all day tomorrow working on our Underdog build because we did just sign like a partnership with Underdog. And we're really excited about it because we love that platform. And we were kind of, getting back into the groove of things with the platform because our main show is the Prize Pick show, but since we're going to be doing an Underdog show now too, we were doing a lot of Underdog plays today. And I'm like, I love the look of that app. I actually like that their plays are 5-man plays and they've got like a little bit of everything. So it's been a lot of fun diving into their platform. If you want to check out their platform, they'll match your first deposit up to $100 when you use code BACKDOOR. And there's a link in the description of the video for that as well. And so if you're interested in kind of diving into that world with us, we are going to be working on our whole setup for the Underdog show tomorrow and try to hopefully, if everything goes perfect, we'll have the Underdog show starting tomorrow night, but we'll see. We just want to make sure everything is dialed in before we launch our new segment to our show at Backdoor Fantasy Sports. If you want to check out our other partners, Daily Grind, they've been awesome. Like they're kind of honestly like somewhat of like a mentor type of vibe going on with us. Like they've been a part of all of our growth from the beginning, and they're kind of showing us the ropes of things as the channel gets bigger. And they're giving all of our viewers 25% off when you use code BACKDOOR. There's another link in the description of the video if you want to check them out, but they've been awesome. They've been really instrumental to us growing the channel, using the DFS optimizer, using the correlation tool for NFL and for CS2. And we just continue to learn what these tools can do. And it's really awesome. So if you're interested in checking that out, you can get 25% off. Make sure you use the code BACKDOOR so you do get that 25% off. And that's going to do it for us, guys. If you want to check out our Discord, there's a link in the description of the video for that too. We're going to figure out a way to just cover all this a little smoother as well. Because I'm saying the link in the description of the video like 10 times a video at this point. But anyways, the Discord is something like 50 cents a day is what it works out to. But honestly, the biggest thing about the Discord is the community is such an incredible resource. Like so many people in there see the board in such a different way, and we all have our tools together. We're all using Daily Grind and Outlier and stuff, and you have access to all these people that are sharing what they're seeing, and we're getting people like cashing in there together all the time. We have 2 other analysts in there, Moose and Consul. They're killing it. We've got just some heavy hitters in there too that are just like catching plays. They're like, wow, guys, this was like a good find. Great job. So if you're interested in checking that out, there's a link in the description of the video. Just make sure you go to the server subscription when you get in there and subscribe, and it'll unlock all the channels for you. But that's going to do it for us, guys. We're excited to get back into the daily show tomorrow. Have a great night, and we will catch you in tomorrow's video.
Good luck, guys.